Grand Targhee is one of the best but hardest to reach resorts in North America. But if you are able to make it all the way out, what should you ski while there? Watch this video to find out as we rank the best runs at Grand Targhee. Before we begin, let's discuss an honorable mention, Powder Cache. Just as the name implies, this run right along the northern boundary of Grand Targhee is a great spot to find some forgotten powder stashes. Accessible from the Dreamcatcher or Blackfoot quads, Powder Cache takes a long traverse to access. This is rewarded, however, by one of the least skied runs at an already spread out mountain. From open patches to dense trees, the wide area that encompasses Powder Cache contains everything an off-piste skier could wish for. This run, however, is relatively short, so your fresh turns, even days after a storm, will be short-lived. The run then funnels onto the flat north boundary traverse, exiting to the Blackfoot lift. This run is an excellent example of what Grand Targhee is all about, and is only held back by some slight difficulty in access and egress. Now, in 5th place is the Bad. At a resort not particularly known for its trees, the Bad is one of the few exceptional named glade areas. Accessed from the Dreamcatcher lift, the Bad is part of a larger tree area containing the Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and East Woods. In the later season, this area often offers a sizable cornice drop-in. For the first dozen yards, it stays as an open bowl-like area before descending into the trees. The named run itself is a narrow cut through the trees, but what makes the Bad stand out is its trees easily accessible on either side of the cut. The trees are relatively tight, and while the run is relatively short, it offers an excellent opportunity to get some leftovers or freshies. It is a go-to first run on a powder day because it offers a combination of everything great about Targhee, along with one of its lesser-known aspects. In 4th place is Pierre's Hole. At a resort known for its incredible grooming coverage, it is hard to identify a single groomer deserving of a top ranking. However, we have settled upon Pierre's Hole for a plurality of reasons. While Grand Targhee's exposed upper terrain is often fogged in, Pierre's Hole offers a majority of the run cut in the trees, reducing the effect. Pierre's Hole is one of the steepest groomers at Targhee. It is also one of the least skied. Additionally, it is one of the absolute longest. It starts off relatively mellow, exposed, and in the open, but it quickly drops off to a steep tree-cut groomer. It starts and ends at the Coulter 6-pack, setting you up for another quick lap. It is everything that you would expect as a nice steep groomer and is the perfect place to sit back and cruise. In 3rd place is Screaming Cheetah. Accessible from Coulter and Sacagawea, but only lappable by the latter, this run is perfect for families with children and hardcore experts alike. Initially a widely spaced tree skiing area, the run rapidly transforms into a narrow natural gully paralleling the Mill Creek Traverse. Along the upper section, there are lots of natural rollers and jumps to hit, and in the gully itself, there are lots of side hits. The run is at just the right angle that for most people, it doesn't require any pushing or skating, but also requires minimal turning. That's the beauty of it, as the gully doesn't afford much room to turn if it were to be needed. Flying along the bottom of the gully, trusting the trail not to lead you astray, is an excitement that can hardly be matched on a single black run anywhere else. In 2nd place is Reliable. Just as with Pierre's Hole and the Groomers, out of the 6 double black diamond runs at Grand Targhee, it is impossible to choose just one. We went with the one we have the best footage of, but each is as unique and extreme as the next. Reliable is a wide open area that, in lower snow years, has some chutes at the top and bottom. That is the case for most of the 6 runs. Each chute is different, and the name of each run corresponds to a set of chutes, not a single one, which is why it is so difficult to definitively say which is best. As a whole, this entire area can only be one-upped by one other run at Grand Targhee. In between the top and bottom chutes, you'll find an area that, a vast majority of the time, holds a minimum of chalky snow. It is extremely steep, but offers plenty of space to turn. Depending on which chute you take at the top and bottom, it can be as easy as skiing a normal black to mandatory air or straight line. These areas offer excellent snow and the ability to pick your challenge level. Can't ask for much more out of an expert run. These runs can all be accessed by the Coulter lift. While Grand Targhee isn't known for being an extremely difficult mountain, all of the chutes, including Reliable, are legit. With an asterisk, Reliable represents the entirety of the chutes in holding 2nd place in our ranking. Finally, in 1st place is K1. There are very few runs only accessible by hike that would even have a chance of earning the top spot in the ranking for any resort. However, K1 is just a different breed of run. There's just something special about cruising K1, whether in untracked powder or not. While K1 is absolutely special when you're the first one there, it is great in all conditions. It is relatively remote, enough so that you most likely won't encounter anyone else while skiing. However, the hike, either 15 minutes from Dreamcatcher or 10 minutes from Coulter, isn't bad at all. The run itself offers lots of options. You can stay skiers left and hit an amazing bowl, or stick skiers right for some trees. It isn't the longest run in the world, but that seems to be a theme at Targhee. It's not the hardest run in the world, but offers a good enough challenge, especially when considering the hike to access it. Altogether, it is the perfect middle ground. Not crazy challenging, but not flat. Remote enough to be quiet, but not hard to access. Always good snow. Lots of choice. At an absolutely amazing mountain, K1 is the closest to the perfect run. That wraps it up for the top 5 runs at Grand Targhee. If you'd like to see the videos of these runs in full, click the top link in the description. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons. Go check out one of our other top 5s for other great resorts all around the world. Thank you all for watching.